Hi, welcome to my Makeup Monday for Monday the 16th of June 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. So welcome. Today I'm going to do a fun fold. I saw this fun fold card on Lynn Dunn's YouTube channel. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in America. She does beautiful work and I follow her, and I saw this card and I thought I've got to have a go at it. So I'm going to do that fold, and I'm also using a new suite that I got this week, and I will go over the suite promotion that's going on for the month of June. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. Okay, so the special for June is that if you buy any suite, you'll get another suite 50% off, so that you can buy full suites and pay full price for one, and the cheaper suite will be 50% off. Or you can buy parts of suite collections. For example, you can buy the stamp die bundle in one suite, say one of the beautiful motifs stamp die bundle, and then you could go to the turtle suite collection and buy that stamp die bundle, and the cheaper one of the two will be 50% off. I hope that makes sense. This promotion and sale had me a little confused at first, but I've managed to work it out. So it's really good saving, and if you're eyeing off a couple of suites, then this is the best time to get it. To get 50% off is just amazing. So that's the suite promotion. It runs till the end of June. So the suite I got this week, delivered this week, is the Kintsugi Inspirations Suite in the annual catalogue on page 58 and 59 and 60. And this is my very first play with it. It didn't grab me at first on stage. I thought it was beautiful, but I thought, no, I don't think I need that one. But here we are, and I've got it. I did like it, and it's got specialty designer series paper, and whenever there's specialty paper, that's always a good one to get. They are slightly dearer. They're $29 for a pack of 12 by 12 paper, but they've normally got gold foiling in the specialty paper, and specialty paper is always special. It's just beautiful, and you can do beautiful things just with the paper. But this suite's got a stamp die bundle called Inspiring Imperfections. Now, the Kintsugi technique, it's a Japanese art, and it's putting broken pieces of china or pottery back together using like gold, piecing it back together. So it's quite, if you look it up, if you Google it, it's quite an interesting art form, and it is a Japanese art form. So there's the stamp die bundle. There's this 3D embossing folder, joined together 3D embossing folder. There's the flower accents, and they're quite flat. They're not raised, they're quite flat, and they're in gold. And then you've got this beautiful designer series paper with the gold foiling in it. And you've got two sheets of the vases, and the bowl, the vase and the bowl, and the flower, that the die cut them out. So I have taken advantage of using those today on my card rather than stamping and heat embossing and stuff like that. Just because this is the first play with this suite, I thought I'll just keep it simple, as simple as I can. So that's the suite I got, and what I did with the promotion that's going on for the month of June, I bought the whole suite, and I bought a second pack of paper, and I got that for half price. But I could have bought this whole suite and chosen something else from a suite collection, like, well, the boho vibes. Let's see, the boho vibes 112. The Kintsugi Inspirations is 136. So you would pay $136 for that suite, and if you wanted this suite, you'd only pay $61. If you wanted the whole suite, you'd get this one 50% off. So it's a great bargain at the moment. But I just took advantage of getting a second pack of paper, and I got that 50% off. So let's put our catalogue away and have a little look at the suite. So this is the stamp set and dies. So you've got your vase and your bowl and your flower. People are calling this a chrysanthemum. I have no idea what it is, but let's just go with it. You've got these little cracked stamps. I don't know what you call them, but they would be really good heat embossed in gold. And you've got some beautiful sentiments and another little apple blossom motif there. And then you've got the dies, so the vase and the bowl and the flower, they cut out the stamp set and the paper. You've got a banner for your sentiments, and then you've got some more dies to do in gold foil with adhesive sheets on the back, and these apple blossoms or cherry blossoms die. It's like a standalone die, it doesn't cut anything out. So that's the stamp set and dies. This is the beautiful embossing folder, and you can see it's sort of got the same, you know, with the cracks joining everything back together. These are the flower accents, and they're really pretty, really, really pretty. And then this is the paper. So let me show you the paper. So I'll get it out. So I've cut into this one. So one side's all gold foiling, and the B side is just sort of like a matte design. So you've got this one with the basic beige and the gold foil. You've got this one with the vases and the bowl that I've cut into. This one's white with the gold foiling. And that's got beautiful misty moonlight on the back with a swirly sort of pattern. This one is just beautiful. And got your gold foiling, piecing it all back together. It kind of reminds me of patchwork, crazy patchwork. And this is cloud cover on the back with a beautiful little motif. This one's really beautiful. I really like this one. So it's just flowers with misty moonlight and cloud cover sort of stamped on the back. And this is I think it's petal pink. I'll have a look in a minute, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? So the B sides, oh, this is a full sheet of the vases, one I haven't cut into. So really pretty. So if you just wanted the paper, you could just get the paper and create with the paper. Oh, that's one I've used, I've shown before. Misty moonlight with the gold foiling. It's the last one. And also, I think it's petal pink. Did I say petal pink? Yeah. So really pretty paper. And as I said, specialty paper is always worth having because it's always stunning paper. So let me pop that back into the packet. And I'll pop that down on the floor. Rosie, don't you eat it. Okay, so what we're going to do is called, the fun folder today is called an Interlocking Gatefold card. And as I said, I saw this on Lynn Dunn's YouTube channel. And she does really good cards and she makes really good use of things. She did this with the Extraordinary Flora bundle and washi tape. My practice card or my sample card, I've used the beautiful Gallery Designer Series paper. And this is old woven thread that I just had in my stash. So I thought it's retired, I'd use that. And it just opens up. And her card didn't have anything on this panel, but I decided to put something there, and I've used the damask embossing folder and the beautiful motif stamp set with that image and sentiment. And it's a double gatefold and it interlocks because it goes in behind. So this panel is flat down on your card base, and this one is popped so that it can just sort of slide in behind like that. So it goes flat for mailing. And it can stand for display, and I just thought it wasn't too difficult a fun fold to do. So I have kept the measurements that Lynn Dunn had. She had them all in inches. I have converted them over to centimeters, but I've kept it the same size because I didn't want to play with it too much. So I thought, and it's 14 centimeters high. Our standard cards are normally 14.8, so it will still fit into a normal envelope. Let me have a look. Fits quite well into a normal envelope, and it's just got a little bit more room top and bottom, but it fits this way. So I just thought, no, don't mess with the measurements, just keep it the same. So these are the measurements. Let me just grab it. Okay, so this is your card base. It's 27.3 centimeters by 14 centimeters, and it's scored at 4.1 centimeters and 8.2 centimeters on each side. So 4.1 in from the edges and 8.2 in from either edge. So what I did is I put it in my trimmer, 4.1, 8.2, got it out, turned it round, 4.1, 8.2. I just find that's easier. So that's your card base. And let me just, your front panel, so this, your front left panel, its card base is 7.6 by 12.7, and the designer series paper is 7.1 by 12.2. Your front right card panel is 6.4 by 10.2 and card piece, and your designer series paper is 5.9 by 9.7. And then, as I said, I decided to decorate the inside, but on this card we're making, I've just done the card layer. I didn't do 2 layers. So that's just in the Misty Moonlight, and they're 3 points, I'm going to move this over, 3.7 centimeters by 13.5 centimeters. So if you want to get a screenshot of that for the measurements, you certainly can. And then we will start putting this card together. My husband is still outside mulching up. He's been doing some hedging and he's mulching up what's left over. He tends to work into the dark, but I've been delaying doing my video because I've had chainsaws and trimmers, and he's mulching at the moment, so I hope it's not too loud in the video. He'll have to come in. He can come inside soon because darkness will descend upon him. So that's all the measurements. Okay, so let's collect them all up and move them away. So this is our card base. So let's grab our bone folder, and so 4.1, 8.2, fold it in on the 8.2 fold and fold it back on your 4.1 fold, 4.1 centimeters, in on your 8.2 centimeter fold and fold it back on your 4.1 centimeter fold, and that straight away gives you your gatefold card pretty much. It's not joining. We don't want it to join because our front panels do the joining for us. So that's that. So let me think. Oh, did I cut the face? I didn't cut the middle bit. I'm silly. I thought I had everything ready. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's do our layering of our panels. Honestly, I thought I had it all ready. I always forget something. Okay, so I've got my Misty Moonlight panel with my DSP, and that's 7.6 by 12.7, and the DSP is 7.1 by 12.2. And that's going to go like so. And then we've got our right panel is 6.4 by 10.2 centimeters, and the DSP is 5.9 by 9.7. So that. So that's going to be, just make sure this is gluing down. Hold it down a little bit longer. So it's going to be our front left panel. That's going to be our right panel. Okay. Now I've got my 2 pieces on the inside. I'll add them now. I'm going to wait to add these because I want to work out what I want to do. So I'll just move those away. So these 2 pieces are 3.7 by 13.5 and you need 2 of those. And then if you were going to mat something else on top, then that would be 3.2 by 13 centimeters. Just go down 1/2 centimeter on each side for matting pieces. That's generally what you do. Okay, so let's pop these on, and I've embossed these already with the joined together 3D embossing folder. Have a look at the embossing on them. Aren't they beautiful? You've got the cherry blossoms on this one. Just beautiful. Really interesting. So we don't need to put them on these panels because that's where these panels are going to go. I'm just popping them on the inside panel. I just thought I'd like to decorate there. But you don't have to. But I just wanted to put a bit more texture and interest on the inside. And this is where I haven't cut anything out because I'm a nong. I'm a nong. But we can do that in a minute. Okay, there we go. That's that. Get rid of all my measurements. Don't need those now. Okay, now this one is going to go here, and as I said, it's going to go down flat. Now I have already die cut a couple of a vase and a bowl and tag and a flower. Where's my bowl? Here it is, out of the paper. So this is the one that's going to tuck back underneath the front. The bigger panel tucks back underneath. So I don't really want to put my vases here because that's going to get hidden. So I'm just going to do a little bit of placing first. And that one's going to go like so. But this one goes up on dimensionals, so this panel can tuck back in. Okay. So generally speaking, this right-hand panel is the one you want to put things up on dimensionals or decorate. And I'm just thinking I might do that. I've got a flower. I could put that over here. And I've got my banner. Now I could, this could go back in under here, and then the banner could be on this left panel on dimensionals, and it could come over the top. I'm thinking that might work. And also what I thought was, depending on placement, no, that's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work, but that's okay. So definitely my vase and my bowl's got to go down here. So I might do the Misty Moonlight vase flat and my Petal Pink bowl up on dimensionals. I may put this inside my card. And I've got one of the banners that I could hang over the edge here, or I could put it on dimensionals. It'd have to be double dimensional, so. Okay, oh, now he's started up the blower back. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's put this down. I think he's racing against time. Daylight is getting away from him. I'm so sorry. You just get real life in my videos, don't you? Dogs barking, husbands blower backing. Okay, now I've got a little bit of glue spurtage down here, so I'm just going to wipe that out. Okay. He will stop soon, I promise. Okay, and then this one's going to go here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get some dimensionals and put them. I'm going to put my piece here so I know where I want my dimensionals, and I'm just going to put them on the card base, going down like so. Whilst I'm holding it. Okay, I'll move that up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that's good. That's where I want them. And I'm going to just bring this over like so and pop it on top and press it down onto the dimensionals, making sure I've got it straight. Okay, so this part's not stuck and that's dimensionaled, so that's going to interlock back in like that. Okay, I'm wondering if I should do a different coloured vase, but you know, I don't want to take too long. Is that too much misty moonlight happening? Let's have a look at our sheet of paper. I don't want to do a basic beige vase because that's a bit too much similarity. I wonder whether I should do a petal pink vase and whatever colour this is, old olive bowl, and that will just make it a little bit different again. Let's just, Denise has gone off on a tangent. Okay, let's just grab this, put this over here, and I'm just thinking if I did the petal pink and the old olive, I think that's going to look nice. So let's do that. Let's just, we can use these on another card, that's not a problem. Let's just bring in our cut emboss machine, and now these dies would all fit through the mini cut emboss machine, but I've got my big one handy, so I'm going to use my big one. I'll just get the dies out, the vase and the bowl. Okay, let's just grab the cut emboss machine. Okay, so they fit over just like so, and normally there's white edge around your dies when you cut them out, but this paper has not got that, which is interesting. That's something different. Okay, I wonder if I can do this one here. Oh yeah, so this is actually good. I'm showing you how the dies fit over the paper. And where's my plate? Here it is. Okay, let's just put that down, move this away. Nothing like changing your mind on the fly. Ah, well. Okay. Alright, so let's get our dies. I'll keep that one because that one's worth using again. So that's our old olive bowl. I think it gives a bit more colour contrast too. There's our petal pink vase. So, I've got a choice now. I don't know which way to go. Isn't that terrible? I'm going back to my blue one. Or should I go the pink one? And I'm not live, so I can't ask. I don't want to do 2 pinks. I think I like that one. I've gone back to my blue one. I'm hopeless. And I've got this, and I've got my flower. If I can, I always cut a few spares just in case. Oh, do I want the pink bowl? Have I gone back to my original plan? Look at that. I think I have. God, I'm hopeless. I've gone back to my original plan. There you go. Honestly. All right, let's just put this one down. But you saw how you can cut the dies out, so that was good. Okay, so pop this down. There we go. And then this one's gonna go up on dimensionals. I can't believe I just went back to my original idea. Oh, dearie me. Okay, this one's up on dimensionals, so I'll just stick, I might need 3. And where's my take the picture? Here it is. As I said, this is the very first play with this suite, so I'm not sort of, you know, I'm still working out what I want to do with it and everything like that. So that's that. Now I was thinking if I put double dimensionals on this, it's going to interlock twice. Let's do that. That's a bit cool. Okay, I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight wherever you are. There we go. Now I've got to cut my insert panels because I hadn't done that because I'm a nong. There's beauty in your history. You inspire me. I really like the You Inspire Me one. Now let's see. First time playing, you've got to find it. This one. Okay, so let me just grab a little block and get my eraser and just prep the stamp. Get the manufacturing oils off it. And let's see if I've got a scrap here. Look at this, I've got a piece of note paper here. That looks pretty good. Let me just try and, that's better. Okay. I'll just stamp this down. You inspire me. That's something nice to say, isn't it? And then I was thinking, I'm just thinking, yeah. Now I'm going to double dimensional it. So what I'm doing is taking the back off and I'm going to stick another dimensional on top to raise it up twice as high. And I'm going to put it right there. So now this panel interlocks with this one and this panel interlocks with the sentiment. I actually need to probably put a lot of dimensionals on it. Let me look. Because I could have gone 2 side by side. So let me just do that. Make sure I don't make a mess of it. Although I probably will. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now, I see it's locking twice now. So on my sample card, I put the sentiment on this one, so only this panel locks in. But because I've done my sentiment on the left side, the 2 panels are locking together. Can you see that? But it still sits flat. Okay, now I need to do my insert. So let me just find my dimensions that I didn't do. 12 centimeters by 9 centimeters. So I need some Misty Moonlight. I've got some vases I can put inside if I wanted to. Misty Moonlight. 12 centimeters by 9 centimeters. And I'm going to do a layer of the basic beige because I wonder if that's too small. Actually, that looks all right. Normally I just go down 1/2 centimeter, but I think that looks all right. So let me tell you what size that is. That's 9 by 12, and normally I do a matching piece 8.5 by 11. This is 7.5 by 11. So I could actually make that 7.5. So that's gone down. What is it? 7.5 by 11. So I could do 7.5 by 10.5. Just to make it even all the way around. Yes, I think that looks better. Okay, so now we'll bring the card back in. I have got so much all over my desk. Okay, so this is going to come back in like so, and then this piece will go on top. Now, do I want to put another? I don't think I want to use my vase. I think I'll just use my little flower. So let's just mat these two together. It has now gotten dark, and I think the man outside has had to pack up. He's done that all our married life. He's worked into the night. He's just a shocker. When he gets on a roll, he won't stop. Okay, so now I'm going to just pop this on the inside. And then we'll do some bling and maybe, so I'm just centering it on the inside of our card. And then this one, okay. So as I said, normally I would probably stamp and do all that. But first play, I just couldn't wait to play, so I just went with die cutting the paper. Just push that down. I didn't put too much glue on that, so that was good. Let me just go back here. So that's using the paper, and I love it when our dies cut our papers out. Interlock. Now, we've stamped that. Let's get our little gems, and we've still got this Hearts of Elegance Suite gold twisted thread. That sounds like, I think it needs something. This is on the last chance product list. If it hasn't already gone, I don't think it has. Last time I looked, it hadn't. So let's just see if we can do a little bow and do something with this. Whoops, that's not very good. Okay. Yes, I can hear him coming in, so he'll probably come upstairs and not realize I'm doing a video and try to tell me all about something, how much he loves his mulcher or how much he loves his blower vac. He's always telling me things like that. He's a funny boy. Okay, I think that's going to have to go somewhere. I'm just not quite sure where. So let's just cut that off. And let's work out where we're going to put our little flower accents. Okay. Look how beautiful they are. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful they are? I don't know if it's focusing. Okay, let's put one here, and then the little tinier ones. Put one up there, and maybe one here. So that's that. How are we going? 35 minutes. Now where's my bow gone? Here it is. Just wondering where I can put that. I don't want to, I suppose I could put it there. Let me just look. Or is that silly? Or should I put it up here? See, this is what takes time with our card making. Maybe if I put it up there. Yes. Okay, let's just, I should be using my ribbon scissors because these are not cutting. And I am just going to fray my little ends. So when you've got twine or linen thread, you can just get your pokey tool, as long as you're holding the knot of the bow, and you can just start fraying it. It gives it a little bit more texture, except it's not wanting to do it for me. The other ribbon that would look really good on this, with this suite, is the gold mesh ribbon. I don't know what suite that's out of. Oh, I know what it's out of. The Wildflower Birthday Suite. That ribbon would look great with this suite collection too. So there's a few options of gold ribbon. Oh look, this is not working for me. I'm trying to rush. There we go. I just love the way it looks when it's all frayed out. So if you haven't heard of the Kintsugi artwork, I recommend you to Google it and look it up. It's very interesting and fascinating. I've got friends actually over in Japan at the moment, traveling around. They're crazy friends. They climb mountains and go trekking in all sorts of countries, and that's not my kind of holiday. But that's okay, everyone's different. But I do love looking at their photos when they put them up on Facebook. But yeah, it's a Japanese art form, Kintsugi. I think that's probably enough. But that just frays your twine out. Just got to have a little bit of patience. See how that's sort of all frayed and looks pretty. So let's grab a glue dot, and I'll have to roll my glue dot in half because it's going to need to be smaller. I'm going to place it here and just sort of make it even smaller again, just to put it all up on top of each other, so that when I stick my little bow, the knot of the bow will cover it all up. And if there's still a little bit of sticky poking out, just get your embossing buddy and tap on it, and that will take any sticky away. I'm just tweaking. Got to tweak. There we go. Have I done? Am I finished? I think I'm finished. So this is called an Interlocking Gatefold card. So I've got such a mess everywhere. Interlocking Gatefold card. How cool is that? And we've made it like a double interlock. So it stands up like this, looks like this. Open it up. I could put Winker Stella on there, but Winker Stella is more sparkly, and I think this needs gold, not sparkles. Okay, I've got some vases that I got out that I didn't use, and then it stands like so, and it comes back in and sits flat, goes in an envelope, sits flat for an envelope, and I don't think it's not too thick. You wouldn't require extra stamps on that. So that's that, and this is my my practice run, my sample card with the beautiful gallery suite. It's pretty too. I do like it. So thanks for bearing with me and bearing with my gardener. and everything that was going on around. So let's just go to back to face view. Where are we? Here we go. There we go. Okay, so this is our Interlocking Gatefold card. I will never be able to open this back to front. There we go. And you've got panels there that are embossed, and it goes back in like so. How cool. And it's not that hard to get. It's not hard, a really hard fun fold. It's quite easy. So, and this was my beautiful gallery one. Oops. See, I can't do it back to front. There we go. Beautiful gallery, Kintsugi Inspirations, this one, and beautiful gallery, this one. So I hope you like that fun fold card. It's quite simple. I'm really excited about playing with this new suite collection and doing some more fun things with it, because it lends itself to heat embossing, and I love heat embossing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great Monday and a great start to your week. I shall see you on Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. for Card and a Cuppa on YouTube. So keep well, keep safe until then, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.